Welcome to Drag Queen Duo. I am Mother Opulence.
And I'm Daughter Baby Doll.
And if you're not in drag,
they are being dragged.
We will be doing Rupaul Drag Race Review. We will be discussing runway looks, challenge, and elimination. So let's get into it, you guys. Ooh. So, when it came to the acting challenge, who you felt did the best and who did the worst and who just fell in between?
Well, the two best to me was Trixie and Shangela.
I totally agree. But me, I am a huge fan of BB. Why? Because I love her elegance and she stays a reigning queen no matter what she does. Personally, I thought BB did fairly good because in the way the character, and I do agree with BB, was that the queen was stiff. So how they gonna say be loud and crazy and belligerent?
Didn't you just say when we was watching the show? You said that BB is exactly like the queen.
Yes, and I thought that would be a perfect role for her because that's how she naturally acts. But I mean, when they said who would be the queen, BB came to mind because that's how she conducts herself and represents herself. But I feel for her to have done well, what was the girl name? What was she? Sharon McMichaels should have gave her a tougher role. I felt everybody should have stood out from things that they don't normally do, and that's the way I would have gave it to everybody. I would have gave BB a more funny role. I would have gave BB what's his name? Why am I forgetting everybody's names? I guess because we are online now. Not Trixie. Kennedy Davenport. I would have gave BB Kennedy Davenport role and gave him the reverse because he's so used to doing something that's loud, belligerent, or something with dancing. I would have gave him something with more poise because, like in his last challenge, he was just looked like a queen where he did that phenomenal makeup with the big hair. I think he should have had that role to be the queen. I just felt Sharon McMichaels, just like Trixie I think Trixie was the only one who had to really come out of his element, and that's why he did so good. And also Shangela did good because, first of all, Shangela is a trained queen, a trained actress, so I don't care what role Shangela would have got, she would have nailed it. He would have nailed it. So
well, I think the thing backfired on Trixie because Trixie was really upset because he was throwing shade with his face.
Right.
He looked upset because he didn't want to have that role, but at the end he was on the top. He was the two winners. He's one of the winners, and like they said, he was out of his limits instead of usually being Trixie. That's out of what Trixie would do. Because
Trixie's a comedy queen, and I feel like to truly challenge an actress is to take them out of their elegance. Take them out of their element. So I feel like they would truly shine. So I would love to see Trixie in a role where she's serious because I feel he is so diverse. His style is eclectic, and I feel like never limit yourself in your potential and things that you can do. Never let yourself be like typecast. So when they think of goofy roles and things like that, they're like, oh, Trixie Mattel would be a good fit. But I think he should start branching out into anything so he won't be limited in this industry, in the movie business. Yeah, I think there's more sides to Trixie.
Yeah.
So when it came to their performance, for me, Sharon McMichaels, I felt because in the beginning he had to do sounds. For me, I think that would have been challenging for any queen except for Shangela because he is so seasoned.
And Trixie?
Trixie, yeah. Because everything that they do, they use it as, no, not Shangela. I'm talking about like Trixie and Della. Their craft is they specialize in being comedians. So of course, if Trixie did it, he would have found a way to make it funny and enjoyable and entertaining. So this was really challenging for Sharon McMichaels. But when we get into the elimination, I'll bring that about my thoughts about how I feel Sharon McMichaels should not have went home. So let's talk about runway looks. Who was your top? Who was your bottom? Who would you rue and who would you lose?
Well, we both want to do it. So first, let's talk about Kennedy Davenport.
Kennedy Davenport, correct.
I would. You too. So what would you rule it or lose it? I would lose it because it was like basic. Like
exactly.
This is the thing I hate about.
He licked it like a chandelier. Shade.
This is the one thing I hate about when people are on RuPaul Drag Race, especially when they're on the newest season. Like
right.
On the newer season, they go with basic stuff. Like you're in the new season, and it's 2018.
It's supposed to be advanced.
It's 2018. Like
right.
You have to step up. You have to step up your game. Like say you was on season 1, season 2, or season 3, that would have been okay because like you just started.
They're setting the standard of. But once you have Sasha Velour, honey, once you have Violet Kachowski, once you have Raja, I'm talking about these phenomenal drag queens.
Once you have what is Kimchi?
Alaska Tux. Oh, Kimchi, which should be coming back in season 7 because we're still having a hissy fit over that. That queen needs to come back. I feel like since he has been on RuPaul Drag Race, I feel she has been growing in confidence, and his craft is so amazing and diverse that I want to see him come back. So RuPaul, if you get this message, girl, mother, queen mother, I want to see what's the name again? What's the name? I don't know why my mind going blank. Kimchi, yes. Sorry, sis. Sorry, sister. Mine is going blank all of a sudden. Bring Kimchi back. If you could bring Shangela Black multiple times, Tim Kimchi needs to come back. Okay. So did we talk about the looks?
We only talked about one. We all talked about Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy. Oh yeah, because it was nothing to remember. You go. No shade, sis, but you are a veteran. You've been in this game for many years. Even being on or off RuPaul Drag Race, your whole game should be stepped up. And I feel like you're doing a disservice to yourself, sis. Like, even down to your performance, and you're still being nervous about certain things. You need to shake those jitters off. You letting these young queens show you up, honey. You are mother. You not sis, you're mother. You can't be having your children, your daughters coming up and doing better than you, queen.
You can't be having Aja beating you.
Exactly. Like, I'm not telling you to change your aesthetic, because I love who you are and what you represent, Kennedy. But you just got to step it up. 2018, out with the old, in with the new. I think somebody needs to be making a trip to the Goodwill and donate some of that old stuff, honey, okay? Get that coin, write it off in your taxes, okay?
Alright, next.
So that was the least favorite, but I feel everybody else bought it.
I lose it, and you.
Yeah.
Alright, next up, Morgan and Michaels. I would.
Morgan and Michaels, I love that outfit. It was different. It was that's what brings me to RuPaul Drag Race is
I like
the difference in style of a item of a garment that I never seen before. Just like when that other sis did it. Oh, why am I forgetting the queen's names? And I love y'all. I'm talking about when the sister did the construction outfit from the last season with Kim Chi. And she was in it. No, she was in the top three. It was Sasha Velour, Kennedy the Tuck, and what was that other sis name? The one with she had like chinky eyes. Well, yeah, we don't remember the name. But when she did that challenge where she came off as the YMCA and made that garment out of the construction shirt. I don't know. But anyway, I'm sorry, sis, I don't remember their name. We'll come back with that pretty soon.
No.
But I'm saying I really love the design.
I rue. Yep, you're not.
I rue it.
I rue it.
I rue it.
I rue it because at first when he came out, I thought he was Alyssa Violet. I mean Alyssa. I thought he was Violet Kachowski for a minute because the way his outfit was, it seemed like something Violet Kachowski would wear. Like his hair.
Definitely, but Violet Kachowski barely does chest plates.
Mommy, the way Mommy, I'm saying that was something that he will wear with or without the
What you talk about the outfit? Or you talk about the hair?
Outfit.
Okay, so you saying that's like a Violet Kachowski look?
Yes, that's why I like it because of the hair and outfit.
I mean, it's very different. I can see Violet wearing something to that, but I could tell she would wear something more fitted form, and of course, and her corset. So I think she would wear, but she would tweak certain areas of the dress.
And he does wear dress plates. It depends on what outfit.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, when I follow him on Instagram, he doesn't do it that much. If the outfit requires,
it depends on what outfit he's wearing.
Well, no matter what Violet is wearing, I love it.
It's a rule.
It's a rule all the time. All the time, never at the bottom, honey.
Okay. Next,
we have
Shangela.
Oh yeah, Shangela with the thorny look. No, because I was about to say BB. But go ahead, Shangela.
I all the way rue it. Literally.
Oh yeah, I would definitely rue it. Go ahead.
I like the way, like when we first came out, the thorns were like down, but when he started walking, it started moving, and it looked really cool. It looked like
animation.
Yeah.
Yes, the queen definitely bought it. I love the ponytail. Love it, sis. You bought it today, Shangela. I love the dress, but when I look at queens, I can see the ones that I know for me and my shape. That's not something I would personally wear on the runway, but that's no shade to Shangela. I'm just saying what my aesthetic is, and I would have wore something along the lines of what BB wore, something form fitting.
You keep comparing stuff to BB.
Well, because I love BB. BB, Mother Opulence is a little bit of BB. Okay.
Whoa, you gotta have your own.
BB's just flawless.
Right.
So yeah, so we would definitely okay, so when it comes to Shangela, I rue it.
Alright. Now last but not least is BB.
BB did everything, honey, down to the face. Sorry, I'm excited when we talk about BB. When it comes to that face, she serves face. That's why I listen to her song Face. You don't know the song because you're not a real BB fan. But anyway, I know your song. I know your song, BB. And you served it. Be quiet. How you gonna tell me what I do and don't know? Kids. Yes, so I knew I was gonna love his look from when he started putting on his face and when he was putting the jewels on and the glitter. I was just so, like, when it comes to BB, I'm just excited about each and every time what he's going to bring to the one way. So anything that he been wearing thus far this whole season, I would rue it and rip it right off of him and sew it onto my body. Now you go ahead about BB.
First of all, and when we was watching RuPaul Drag Race All Stars, and when he brought in BB, you didn't even know who he was until he showed us the clip. So
what are you talking about? Yes, I did know BB because BB is the original winner. So how you gonna tell me I didn't know BB? I knew that was BB. You didn't know it was BB because you're not a real fan of BB. I am a fan of BB.
Alright. Anyways, first of all, I would ruin his outfit because it was the only reason why I like it because in the beginning of the season that was something that Kennedy Davenport was doing, so that's why I liked it, because I liked the way it was like jewels in his face and stuff. So
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It was just similar to Kennedy, so that's why I liked it.
What you mean similar to Kennedy? When he first came in and he had the diamonds all over himself?
No, I'm talking about because in episode 1, 2, and 3 he did diamonds on his face, Kennedy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was doing like the diamond
But see,
look.
BB, but BB nailed it. No
but
shade intended.
Kennedy was still at the top though. He wasn't at the bottom.
When was Kennedy ever at the top? No shade, mother.
I'm talking about at least it wasn't set home.
No, we're talking about the competition.
I know.
He has not won anything yet, to what I can remember.
Well,
or did he win a lot of anything in the season he was originally in?
Well, that's not my problem. I don't know why he's still there and not shading.
Oh yeah, so since we're talking about that, let's get into eliminations. So as we all know, Sharon McMichaels was sent home. Do you agree with that elimination?
It's Sharon McMichaels.
Yeah, Sharon McMichael. What I said, Sharon Needles?
No, you mixed a mixture of Shangela in there. I was like, what?
No, I didn't. I said Sharon McMichaels.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
I think the person that still went home was I think it should have been Kennedy. Because
agreed, 100%.
Because like what Shangela said, he knows how it is to have a second chance to come back.
Correct.
So I thought that was shade because how many times Rue let you come back? And once he got back, and you literally said it yourself, you know how it feels to come back. You should have at least if he's gonna get sent home, let him be sent home the next day, not like right when he gets a chance to come back, and right after.
I mean, well, it's nothing fair.
After Dan Crown just sent himself home just for Sarah Michaels to be on that show.
We're gonna do a video about that too.
At least he could. I think Dan Crown should have picked Aja because
we're not talking about that. Let's stick to today. Okay.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so Aja should have been the one to come back. Well, with the whole image of the De La brand, you know, he's about peace and, you know, coming off perfect. And there's nothing wrong with that. I believe he's truly a sincere queen. But, you know, sometimes in his action, I got to side-eye him. Okay, so let's get on to what I think. Who should have been eliminated today? Definitely Kennedy should have been sent home, and I feel Shangela, I know that he's being strategic. Most people sit there and say, oh, that's my friend. Listen, when you win that $100,000 in the crown, it's only one winner, so this is not best friends race. And I understand he's doing it from a strategic standpoint, and he's trying to have his cards lined up so he can have a guaranteed spot.
He's just trying to say, if I'm at the bottom, you better.
No, I think deep down inside, Shangela know that Kennedy Davenport is no threat. So if he carries Kennedy Davenport, he know that Rue has the final decision of who's going to be the top 3 or who's going to be the top 2 or however it's going to work.
No,
and Kennedy is no threat. No, Kennedy is not a threat at all, besides dancing.
The thing that they do is, like, when they're picking who's going to be crowned, they do it on Twitter, and so they're talking about fan base.
No, I'm talking about when she decides who's going to be the top 3 queens to go into the final when they do the big nomination in the award ceremony.
That's what I'm also saying. Like, if he
but Rue choose the top 3.
I'm just saying, because if he does make the top 3, you don't know that because you're not
exactly,
there.
And Kennedy's not going to win.
Because Kennedy does not, I don't know how many fans he has, but...
It's not even about, well, fans do count. Fans do, let's
like
not get it wrong.
You can go on Twitter and vote for who you think should win.
Right, but at the end of the day, Rue is picking, you know, of who, you know, changed and evolved over the season and just over time, because these are all stars, these are all queens from different seasons and different, you know, genres and all this other stuff. So I feel in general Kennedy is not going to make it, and I feel like even if Kennedy Davenport was my friend, I wouldn't really consider him an airline because he's not a strong contender. You need people that are winning that's going to save you. If he's constantly being mediocre or at the bottom, how can you possibly use him for anything in a competition? I would be friends with De La, Trixie, queens that I know that can bring it. Queens that I know have yes. Queens that I know have strong gifts, and I know that in certain elements they could win. So when they win and it's time for elimination, and I so happen to have had a bad day, I know they're not gonna pull out their lipstick out of their bra. Okay. So I think I think he's only using Kennedy Davenport, no shade, but shade, because he know he's not a contender, and him going up against Kennedy, he know he's a stronger queen. So. And that's facts. Like, people can sit here and be like, oh, that's my friend. Everything is strategic. Because you only get one check, one crown, that's for one person. Ain't nobody sharing anything. Ain't nobody going to break up some little crystals and say, here's one crystal for you. No, it's one winner, honey. So everything is being strategic.
Like Rue said, you're a winner, baby.
And the one thing I loved about Sharon McMichaels is that from the beginning, he was obvious about how he was going to eliminate. And I feel a lot of people...
100.
Keeping it real, exactly. And that's why Dela sent him home, because, and I think that's the reason we gotta make a video about Dela, because we don't want this video to go on too long. But we want to thank you all. We love you for tuning in, all the queens. Make sure you subscribe, and we're gonna get better in our dialogue and how we break things down. But give us girls some time. Because
if you don't subscribe, if you subscribe, you're not gonna be dragged.
Exactly. Literally. So thank you guys for tuning in, and have
wait.
Did I do it?
What the
I don't think I did it.
What did you do?
I was trying to stop the video. Again.
You know you can cut it out on YouTube.